Hello, my wonderful creative writing students. I noticed that many of you have yet to turn in your show, don't tell assignment. Let me get the correct wording for that. It is showing and figurative language assignment. So I would like to give you a little help with that. Show, don't tell method of writing is when the writer is able to create a picture in the reader's mind, to get away from repetitions of such empty words as like, went, big, or said. Remember that as an infant, we learn about the world around us through our five senses, through what we see and hear, and taste and touch and smell. And we need to create those images in our writing as well. You need to use vivid verbs. Jane shattered the glass, not the glass was shattered. The clock strikes 12, not the clock is striking 12. The water gushed and gurgled instead of moved. Make sure your words are active. Make sure that they carry a punch. Make sure that they are chosen because they have meaning. Read the next two slides. How do they compare? When I left my office that beautiful spring day, I had no idea what was in store for me. To begin with, everything was too perfect for anything unusual to happen. It was one of those days when a man feels good, feels like speaking to his neighbor, is glad to live in a country like ours, and proud of his government. Do you know what I mean? One of those rare days when everything's right and nothing is wrong. I left work feeling happy. It was a good day. Which would you rather read? The first version was much more detailed. It had describing words such as beautiful spring day, even though beautiful is a pretty ordinary word. It created a mood, and it built up a feeling that something was about to happen. Check out one more example of how show, don't tell helps make a story more interesting. As graceful as any queen, with her head high in the air and her long red tail arched in a perfect rainbow, my little dog walked down the table. With her warm gray eyes staring straight at me, on she came. Walking up to me, she laid her head on my shoulder. As I put my arms around her, the crowd exploded. Leanne walked across the table towards Billy. She did a good job, and the men cheered. Of course the first version was better. You could picture little Anne as she competed in the contest. Go back and highlight the words if you have a moment that show the image instead of just tell the tale. I missed the bus, or I raced down the road, wildly waving my hands and yelling, "Stop, stop!" But the bus traveled on down the road without stopping. Which is better? The broken window and creaking hinges made me tremble as I slowly crossed the shadowed yard toward the dilapidated house. Or I was scared as I walked towards the haunted house. Of course, A is a better option. My teeth chattered as I blew warm breath on my numb fingers, or I'm cold. My friend is a good artist. My pleasure grew as I slowly examined one masterpiece after another. Why, George, your work could be shown at the Gallery of Fine Arts. My coat's too small, or as I tried to twist my arms out of my jacket, I thought I was going to pull my shoulders out of their sockets. Can you see that giving life to your words through seeing and hearing and touching gives meaning? Here is the writing assignment. Pick one of the telling words. So you could use "the kid is a brat," and you may show through actions and dialogue that this child, even though I hate the word brat, is not particularly pleasant. All you have to do is write at least 5 sentences with one of these prompts, and your showing and figurative language requirement will be met. I look forward to seeing your submission.